When I think of top-notch NFL rivalries, I always think about the Steelers-Ravens rivalry. But, unfortunately, the Ravens got swept, but, luckily, they already clinched a 1 seed. They sat out most of their starters, especially Lamar Jackson. He didn't play in today's game, but Tyler Huntley, he didn't do too bad. He had 15 or 28 completed passes, 146 passing yards, and 1 touchdown. Mason Rudolph for the Steelers stepped up to the plate with 18 of 20 completed passes, 152 passing yards, and 1 touchdown. How about Najee Harris for 26 carries, 112 rushing yards, and 1 touchdown? So that's pretty big right there. And it looks like the Steelers have clinched a playoff berth for the 2023 seasons. But wait a minute. There's still plenty of more as I pull off the playoff scenarios from Ian Rappaport from NFL Network. Now, we don't have to worry about the Steelers tie because, there's no tie. And, they don't have to hope for the Jaguars to lose, and they don't have to hope for the Colts Texans that it doesn't end in a tie. But it would not hurt if the Colts and Texans do not end in a tie tonight. And, they that would help things a little bit if the Jags lost and if the Broncos won. But let's look at the scenarios with the Steelers win. Now, all they have to do is just sit and pull for the Miami Dolphins on Sunday night against the Buffalo Bills. Or they have to hope for the Tennessee Titans to beat the Jaguars tomorrow at Sunday afternoon on CBS, or for the Titans Jaguars to end in a tie. But if the Colts Texans end in a tie tonight, then the Steelers are in. No debates about it. They're in. So this is pretty good right there. And I will say, once again, the Steelers played up to their opponents, especially against the Ravens. Why can't they have games like that against the Cardinals or Patriots? It always baffles me. Good grief. But as for the Ravens, they're still the 1 seed, of course. But there is one little negative, though. Ever since the year 2020, now with the second time in 3 years, well, the third time in 4 years that the Steelers have swept the Ravens, they are now 7-1 against the Ravens. Kind of sounds like some Ohio teams in the AFC North, where the Browns are dominating the Bengals in the 2020s. I wonder if we're going to see that continue tomorrow afternoon, even though the Browns are sitting out their starters. But anywho, I wish a lot of luck to the Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs because you're going to need it. You're going to need to play up to your opponents depending on who the 2 seed is. And as for the Ravens, let's just hope that you can get past the divisional round, which I'll be pulling for you personally 2 weeks from now. I want to see good things happen for Lamar Jackson. I want to see him get that Super Bowl. Cause he's a pretty cool dude. It's not fair that he doesn't have a Super Bowl. But then again, neither are a lot of things in this world. But if you like this sort of content, which is pretty fair, at least to me, and at least to you, the audience, you can like, comment, subscribe at Jackson Johnson 979, or you can give me a follow on Twitter at Jackson09960335, or on Instagram and Threads on Jackson Johnson 543908. And I just kind of give updates on who's going to be on some of the next episodes of the Jacksonian. I just kind of release content like this, give my reactions on the NFL world, the college football world, And, on Twitter and Instagram, I just kind of run my mouth on what's going on in the sports world and pop culture and so on and so forth. And until this next video, see you after the Colts, Texans. Stay safe and stay warm. It's cold out.